It's Conway and Russellville tonight at John McConnell Stadium. Good evening, everybody. Jeff Matthews and Jim Files, along with Stats, Scott Taylor, and Levi Gilbert in the press box, high atop John McConnell Stadium. It's great to be here. It's week 9, and it's just our 4th home game. It's been an interesting season. We've run through our half of our season, the 5 road games already, and we got a couple of games, in fact 3 games because of the playoff home game that we're guaranteed that'll be here. So it's nice to be here. We are set. We are excited about this, and tonight it is Russellville. The 90th time that these two teams have met. It will be the last time that they'll meet when it counted for a while. And it doesn't even really count because things are blended in the 7A, 6A Central. Right. But all of that really kind of goes out the window because these two teams, these two cities, are such big rivals in every sport. Coach Ashcraft actually talked about that in the Russellville Courier today, that it's not just football, it's all the sports. Speaking of Coach Ashcraft, we had a chance to visit with Coach yesterday at Conway Regional Health and Fitness Center. We'll have that for you next. You're watching the Conway Regional Health System pregame show. We'll have the coach's interview for you, and then we'll come back and have Jim's 5 keys to victory. That's all coming up. Kickoff just a few minutes away. Conway and Russellville on Conway Corp Channel 5.
When someone you love is in the hospital, you want to feel helpful. So you do what you can to make them feel better. And you want to ensure they have the best care possible. That's why you trust Conway Regional. We've invested $100 million in new facilities, services, and technologies to become the most complete and comprehensive healthcare system in our area. It's why we're consistently named the region's most preferred hospital. Conway Regional. Our quality, your trust.
Hi, and welcome to the Coach Clint Ashcraft Show. I'm Jeff Matthews, joined by Coach Ashcraft. We are at Conway Regional Health and Fitness Center. Thank you to Conway Health System for sponsoring Wampus Cat football this year. Home against Russellville. We'll get to the Cyclones in just a moment, but Coach, let's talk about Little Rock Catholic and a nice win for your team. Defensively, the best game I thought your team's played all year.
Yeah, they played well. You know, I think it goes back to the way they prepared. Did a few different things during the week that I think really helped them, and we're going to try to keep that going.
Offensively, again, a nice game. Mark Odom did what he does. DeMonte Allen had a nice game. Braylon, either the ball was slick or something, but not the percentage of completions you're used to seeing from him.
Right. You know, well, I mean, we got a little pressure at times, and then, you know, wet conditions, we do the best we can to keep the balls dry, but, you know, it's the same on both sides there.
Yeah.
So.
Let's talk about your offensive line. I know we kind of talk about it every week, but as those young kids, especially watching Cloyd, watching Turner, they're kind of growing up in front of us.
Yeah, it's a learn on the fly process. You know, it's not ideal, it's not what you want, but it's where we're at. And I thought those guys have really handled everything good.
And the seniors down there as well. There's Zach Mills, of course, and then Jacob Brown. They're kind of anchoring things.
Yeah, those two guys are the leaders up there. You know, I think. They're kind of quiet leaders, calm all the time, and I think those other guys see that, and it helps them stay calm.
Will Kennedy, a big pick 6 in the game.
Yeah, you know, Will continues to improve every week. He's one of those young guys learning on the fly, and real proud of him. He's had a couple of those this year.
Cyclones coming to town, Russellville. The Conway-Russellville rivalry has gone on for decades, generations, really. Possibility that it may be coming to an end now because of the changes that are happening. But also, there's an interesting connection between you and Coach Dawson. I know you guys go way back.
Yeah, we worked together at Arkansas Tech, and then I worked for him for a year at Siloam, and then took over when he left. You know, and my dad played for his dad, so we've known each other a long time.
And he's turning that program around. They're playing better now.
Yeah, every week. You know, we got a lot of film on them. Obviously, late in the year, you do get a lot of film, and you can see it. They're improving every week and adapting to what they're doing.
It's been an unusual season. Week 9, and just now the 4th home game will end with these two. Are the kids ready to dress at home for a while and play in front of the home crowd?
I hope so.
Yeah.
You know, we are. It's good to be at home. Our student section is really pretty impressive at games, and their band's great. And you know, we like being at home, and hopefully it'll give our kids a little extra energy.
Absolutely. We'll tee it up in just a moment. The kickoff and Jim's 5 keys to victory. That's all coming up as the Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues on Conway Corp Channel 5.
When someone you love is in the hospital, you want to feel helpful. So you do what you can to make them feel better. And you want to ensure they have the best care possible. That's why you trust Conway Regional. We've invested $100 million in new facilities, services, and technologies to become the most complete and comprehensive healthcare system in our area. It's why we're consistently named the region's most preferred hospital. Conway Regional, our quality, your trust.
Captains at midfield for the coin toss: Christian Underwood, Grayson Pinkett, Quetta Spruill, and Logan Walsh are the captains for your Wampus Cats tonight. Just a few minutes away from kickoff, Russellville and Conway. Conway comes into the game coming off of that victory against Catholic last week. They're 4-4 overall, 3-2 in conference play, and most importantly, 2-0 in the blended 7A, 6A Central Conference. Russellville comes in 3-5. They are 2-3, but they've won their last couple of games. The big win over Alma a week ago, Jim. Jim Files is with me as always. Let's take a look at Jim's 5 keys to victory. A game tonight that you definitely want to grow on what happened a week ago, and I see that that is your top key.
Right, that's right. Starting off, keep momentum, and we've talked a lot about how this game doesn't matter because it's a 6A game, but I'll tell you why it does matter. And one of the big things is momentum. We need to have that momentum, and we need to work on some things too. When we get the passing game going, but the running game's not going. Last week we got the running game going, but the passing game's not going. So I want to see that that momentum keep going forward. And another reason is this is the last time we're going to play them for at least a couple of years, Russellville, and the first time that we haven't played them in 70 years. Is that right?
Well, it's been 67 straight years.
67 straight
that
years.
The teams have played 90 or 89 meetings overall. So, yeah,
So
you definitely want to have
you want that last win.
The bragging rights.
You want a W, and as you mentioned, they beat Alma bad last week. So that's another thing. We want to get that win and get that monkey off our back too. And you want a balanced offense, which I've already kind of alluded to with the pass. We need to get that going. It was really out of sync last week. Continued defensive improvement. We've seen the ability to stop the run but not stop the pass. There are some holes in our secondary. We need to get those worked out on defense. And what helps that more than anything is pressuring the quarterback. We've got to get to him. And they've got a good quarterback in Cale Folsom. He's thrown for over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. He's a very accurate quarterback, so you do not want to give that guy time. And our secondary coverage is going to have to do their part too. They're going to have to buy some time for the defensive line to get to him.
28-10 victory for Conway over Catholic last week. You talked about the defensive improvement, and I think that from a turnover standpoint, we saw the pick 6 last week. They're definitely forcing offenses into making some mistakes, and so that you will wonder if you see that tonight. Folsom's an interesting story. You alluded to it, that he transferred in from Texas, and he's actually the 3rd different player that Billy Dawson, the new head coach for Russellville, has used at quarterback. But they found him. They like him. They won the last 2 weeks against Van Buren and against Alma, and they're in a similar situation that we are in now, a little bit different in the sense that Conway can still win this blended 7A Central Conference. Right. Russellville's not going to win their 6A because Greenwood's already won that.
Right.
But they're going to be in a position next week where they could get a home playoff game. And so they're looking at this game, keep everybody healthy, continued improvement. What can you do to get better and prepare for next week's game, the season finale, which is the one that really will count. Coin toss, Conway won and deferred. Russellville will receive the opening kickoff that Christian Underwood will put a foot into, and we will get things underway tonight from John McConnell Stadium. We've had a chance to call 15 years worth of Conway and Russellville games. There's been more than 15 games because there were some playoff games, some memorable playoff games, and this rivalry will be missed. It's certainly changed over the years. Russellville has dropped down a classification as it's gone below the top 16 schools. Obviously the growth in Northwest Arkansas has changed where they fall in the AAA top 16. So it has been nice that it's continued on for a few years, but that will come to an end after tonight's game. So a lot to play. I'll tell you, the communities, and especially the folks who have been in these communities for a while, this game means a lot. To these kids, they don't really understand that probably, and that's all right. But they understand that they're playing a football game on Friday night and that they want to do the best that they can. We're excited to be here for you. Again, Clint Ashcraft, head coach for the Wampus Cats. Billy Dawson, head coach for the Russellville Cyclones in his first year. And if you don't know the story about those two, we'll share that with you later on during the broadcast. It's a very interesting tie between those two head football coaches. And we're underway. Opening kickoff taken at the 10-yard line. Tripped up at the 20 and taken down right there. Jackson Hickey on the return. And we will get started with Russellville having the ball 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And it's just a potent offense, and certainly Alma can attest to that. It's a team that's gotten better and better. Last year and for the last couple of years, Russellville's gotten worse and worse. They lost 7 straight last year, but they've done nothing but improve this year. And it's a good team, and they can run the ball a little bit, but they do prefer to pass out of that spread offense.
Folsom will throw. Big hit just as the ball gets there. Knocked loose, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
He threw a flag. It looked like perfect timing to me, if that's indeed the call.
Defensive starters for the Wampus Cats.
It is.
They might have got there a step early. J.J. Jackson.
Well, it looked like he had time to go around him and pick it off. He was he tried to time it well, and it looked like he did.
Starting defensive line for the Wampus Cats, you've got Donald Joshua, Austin Norris, and Kewan Green. Kewan Green, the starters with their hands down. They are the defensive linemen. Nick Fletcher and Tavius Ellis, Logan Camp, Sawyer Tomlin, your starters at linebacker. Folsom will hand the ball off. 1st and 10. That is Hickey on the carry. The secondary, J.J. Jackson, Connor Maltby back to wearing his traditional number 17 tonight. Cameron King and Will Kennedy. Starters at safety. A week ago, Connor Maltby wore number 19 to honor Cole Tollett. Back to wearing 17 tonight. Folsom will pass, hits Hickey. Sawyer Tomlin makes the stop at the 49-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Well, Kennedy coming over too, one of those guys that got a turnover last week. They were ball hawking. They did give up some yards to Catholic, but they got the ball back.
In fact, they were outgained overall. Opportunistic, though, with the turnovers. Nobody in the backfield with Folsom. Cale Folsom.
10 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time for Russellville.
He's a 6'2", 160-pound junior that Billy Dawson has trusted with this offense. Stands up tall and throws. Complete. It'll be enough for a 1st down to the 36-yard line. Jackson Hickey.
Sawyer Tomlin falling down back there, I think allowed that to be open, and he bought some time. Good job by Folsom to look downfield.
Talked about momentum, your keys to victory. The momentum's definitely on the side of Russellville as well after their 2 straight wins and a good opening drive on offense. Short gain. It brings up 2nd down.
Macon coming in. Made a big presence last week coming back.
Cole McCown on the carry. Datrion Macon, that Jim's talking about, number 99, missed a number of weeks. Back on the field. 6 foot, 222 pounds worth of Wampus Cat that's back on the field. Folsom will throw. Quick pass.
Ooh.
Almost intercepted. And then almost taken away from the receiver. He had it. It was behind his back. He somehow held on to it. Caleb Stokes made the catch and held on to it at the 25-yard line. They'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for Russellville.
Well, I think that penalty really played in the mind of the defensive backs that time as Kennedy came up. He was there a little early, but then he was trying to time it, but he didn't want to get there too early. And I think that definitely aided the receiver in making that reception.
Read option, the quarterback keeps. Folsom back to the 25-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
In the high school in Texas that Folsom played in, they played an option offense, so he was not a pass-first quarterback like he is here. Said he really likes it. He likes this offense a lot better. Loves throwing the ball. But they do have some packages, too, for him to utilize that ability to run and option experience.
Folsom quick feet, gets out to the right and throws high. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
He had a lot of pressure coming from the backside there. Had to get rid of that one quick.
So the Wampus Cat defense faces their first third down situation.
Ellis was closing in on him quick.
Kwan Green back in as Donald Joshua hustles off. Ball just inside the 25-yard line. And it is third down.
They do have a good field goal kicker, too. Nate Turner.
Third down and 9, Folsom. Throws short to the 17-yard line. Going to be close to a first down.
Looks like it's a little short.
So fourth down and short, and they will send on that talented kicker that Jim mentioned, Nate Turner. He's hit all of his extra points this year. Just missed a couple of field goals, 7 out of 9, including a 42-yarder.
Mm-hmm. He's got some range.
This will be a 34-yard attempt.
Missed.
Plenty of distance, but he hooked it. And so the Wampus Cat defense holds, and the Cats will take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line. So our first look at this Wampus Cat offense that put 28 points on the board a week ago. Week prior to that, scored 35 against Alma. So they've begun to click a little bit. As you mentioned, we've seen running game work, we've seen the passing game work, but we haven't seen enough where they've worked in tandem.
Odom had a whole lot to do with the game last week. You really had a great game. That was his best game, obviously, by far.
Handoff, near side. Braylon Smith will hand the ball off to Jordan Esther, seeing Jordan get the start tonight.
Another flag comes in.
So the guys in the offensive line, those starters.
Little sweep play.
Anchored by Thomas Cloud. He is the new starting center for this team. We've seen a lot of changes on the offensive line for various reasons. Nathan Turner, Jesse Ellis, Zach Mills, and Jacob Brown.
And those guys that come in have done a great job, but this is one of the side effects of that. The holding, the little things that an offensive line has the time to gel and communicate and discipline on. These guys, the sophomores especially, are just getting thrown into the fire. They're going to have to learn quick.
Handoff and a big run. Huge run to the 40-yard line. Who wants to make the Peyton Hillis versus Russellville comparison? What a run from Mark Odom out of the shadow of their own goal. Watch this.
Boys, yeah. Draw right up the middle there. Big Odom. You try to tackle the ball, you might be in trouble.
First and 10, a Conway Regional first down for the Wampus Cats. Braylon Smith, senior quarterback, started every game of his career with that little sweep handoff again to Jordan Esther. Jordan to midfield. Esther to the 45-yard line. Another Conway Regional first down for the Wampus Cats.
I love it. Get the ball game going. Get it going on the ground. And then you can use that to set up the pass, and they are doing it. Look at the good blocking, too. Wasn't even touched till he was 5 yards down the field.
Esther, we haven't seen a tremendous amount of this year. 5'9", 146-pound senior. Already touched the ball a couple of times. Braden Leach to the near side. Dangerous snap.
Just messed up timing there. Snap was a little high.
Loss on the play back to midfield. 5-yard loss. It's 2nd and 15. Marquise Pleasant there, number 7.
Another inexperienced player right there.
Yeah.
I think if you got all your normal starters in, that doesn't happen.
No DeMonte Allen right now. Look and see if one's dressed down there. Pass is complete. That is Jack Pello to the 40-yard line and brought down out of bounds. Pello's 5th catch of the year. Will bring up third down.
Don't go to them much, but when they do, it's effective.
At the 38-yard line, it brings up third down and 3.
It's a much more manageable down. That was a big pickup there by Pillow.
Odom dives forward close to the 35-yard line. He'll be just short of the first down.
Ooh, see the measure here. That's real close.
And they're going to send McCall Dale on. See if we get the Rhino package. Braylon Smith will make his way to the right, so we will have the Rhino. And this is one of the few times you have both Dale and Odom on the field at the same time.
Oh.
High snap. Ball's going to go over to Russellville at the 46-yard line, no matter who recovered it.
Yeah, it didn't matter who recovered it, really.
And so, Jim, you talked about the inexperience on the offensive line, and you saw it right there. Critical play, 4th and short. They had to go quickly, and the ball went well over McCall Dale's head, and Russellville takes over 1st and 10.
Yeah, it cost us 2 downs on that series, and that more than likely would have been a first down. It's very seldom that they're not able to pick up a yard on that Wildcat.
So the Wampus Cat defense back on.
Missed opportunities there.
Russellville with good field position. Their second time they've had the ball tonight. 6:22 to play in the first quarter, about halfway through the first. Russellville and Conway tonight.
I do like the call going for it there. I mean, you need to be able to get a half a yard.
Folsom's hit hard, and the pass sails on him just a little bit. Sawyer Tomlin, one of the Wampus Cats there.
Yeah, Tomlin with a big hit.
Ryan Metter, the intended receiver.
Macon also in there.
Second down and 10 from the 46. Pistol formation with McCown behind Folsom. Hand off to McCown. He will be stopped at the 44-yard line. 3rd down. Donovan Watson. Give him a couple of yards. It's 3rd down and 8.
Defense seems fired up. That's a big stop there. A couple of big plays. They know the offense needs a little help.
Folsom will roll right and look to throw. Cameron King used that big club on his right arm to knock that pass down.
That was a great timing there. You can see that still in their head, getting that call right off the bat, that pass interference call.
Watch Cameron King, number 4.
He also had to factor in his arm, too.
Nope. Knocked it away.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Good timing.
Pass was intended for Ryan Metter. Brings up 4th down. Nate Turner handles all of the kicking duties.
A little quick kick.
And it will roll out of bounds.
Perfect.
It won't. What, did that stay out? It sure did. That is going to be inside the 1-yard line.
Dang.
Well, that's about as good as it gets as far as a kick goes. And I said that was Ryan, or excuse me, that was Nate Turner. It was actually Michael Mullen who stepped on to punt there. And boy, he did exactly what you hoped to do. Killed it inside the 20-yard line, inside the 10, inside the 5, inside the 1. So 1st and 10 for the Wampus Cats inside the 1-yard line. 5:28 to play. Russellville and Conway. Cyclones have had an interesting year. They've had some good wins. They've also had some awful defeats, including one to Pottsville.
Yeah.
Their little brother down the interstate.
First game, right?
Game 1 or 2, yeah. It was early in the season. Braylon will keep and give them a little bit of room to work out to the 7-yard line. Stop made by Tyler Bailey.
It is definitely a team, though, that has improved a lot.
Well, that's what Coach Ashcraft was interviewed in the Russellville Courier, and his comment was that they're playing their best football at the end of the year, which is exactly when you want to play your best football.
That's right. Same may be able to be said for the Conway Wampus Cats, too.
Mark Odom. Good bulldog down at the 14-yard line. Be enough for a first down.
It is kind of like bringing a bull down. Mark Odom just runs with so much power.
Ball at the 14, so it's a 1st and 10. The Conway Regional first down. Braden Leach comes to the near side. There's that sweep handoff again.
Hard running.
Hester to the 16.
Hester did good to get past the line of scrimmage there, hitting the backfield. Able to plow ahead and pick up some yards.
At this point of the season, most teams have seen just about everything that the other team's going to do. You've got 8 games worth of film to watch. I don't know that we've seen that sweep very often, and we've seen it 3 times in the first 8 minutes of this game.
Yeah, definitely a new wrinkle. And this is the game, you know, we talked about it not mattering, but this is the game. If you're going to try something new, you do this in this game.
Another high snap, but a great catch by Braylon Smith. Gives the ball to Mark Odom. Close to the 20-yard line. It will be 3rd down.
Another high snap.
Third down and 4. 3rd down and 5. Now I see DeMonte Allen on the sideline. He is in pads, but we have not seen Monte yet.
Only 1 pass from Conway.
Second pass upcoming. That's Marquise Pleasant. Makes the catch.
Looked like it was enough for 1st down depending on the mark here.
Got to get to just about the 24-yard line. I think they're going to measure it. Nope, 1st down.
Yeah.
All right, Conway Regional 1st down for the Wampus Cats. 3:17 to play in the 1st quarter. Keep the offense on the field. Let's see what Brian Rainey draws up here. 1st and 10. Leach to the top, Pleasant to the near side. H-back is Jack Pillow. The sweep again. This time it's Marquise Pleasant. He's got a little green out there. Pleasant breaks free. Marquise Pleasant, a fantastic run.
Looked like a horse collar tackle there at the end of it. Don't see any flags, though.
Pleasant to the 49. Move the chains again. It's a Conway Regional 1st down. Watch Marquise.
Watch him break tackles. It looked like they had him. I mean, he's completely surrounded. Right there. He just went through 2 of them. Nearly got by the 3rd. It wasn't a horse collar. Grabbed him on his jersey.
He did bend up a little bit.
Yeah, it was an awkward-looking fall.
There's DeMonte Allen. First time we've seen Monte tonight. Number 1. Leading receiver as far as catches go.
Leading receiver as far as yards go last week. Big game against Catholic. Well, at least 1 big reception.
Another of those sweeps, and this time it is Monte.
Well, they saw something.
Allen brought down near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they're using speed to get around that edge. And the great thing about that, when you got Lamar Odom, Odom in the background, in the backfield, Mark Odom, sorry, you got the power up the middle. And we've already seen what that's done. He's picked up a big 1st down, going right up the middle. And that sweep is going to set that up well.
Some great blocking downfield. Saw Chris Patterson out there providing a block. It is 1st and 10, a Conway Regional 1st down. There's the handoff up the middle, but Mark Odom kicks it out. That's a good stop.
Yeah.
He is not easy to bring down an open field.
Yeah, if you get him going to the side, that's exactly what you want to do. Mark Odom definitely the downhill runner.
Josiah Woodard on the stop. Made that good open field tackle. 2nd down and 10, no gain. Ball at the 37-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. No score from John McConnell Stadium. Conway and Russellville tonight. Leach to the near side. There it is again. Going back to the well again, and they snuffed it out. Made the stop.
And you see as Braylon's carrying out the fake going the other way, there was nobody there. So it's definitely setting that up for a quarterback keeper on that same sweep. Fake.
Leighton Buknovsky on the stop. Loss on the play. It's 3rd down and 13. Pleasant and Allen go up top. Smith to throw. Braylon, a good time, and he's got room to run. Braylon Smith will cut it upfield. Braylon to the 25-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. What a great decision to cut that up. If he would have kept going to the sideline, he'd have been tackled short of a first down.
You know, we've watched Braylon for so many years, playing quarterback, throwing the ball all over the place. He's dealt with some injuries. We've forgotten how great an athlete he really is. He could play basketball at the highest level, too, if he wanted to. You see it there. Just great vision, great speed, great sense of what to do. Gets to the 25-yard line. It's a Conway Regional first down for the Cats.
And he knew where that first down was, too. Great job by the quarterback.
First down and 10. Up the middle to the 20-yard line. McCall Dale with the carry. Following Thomas Cloyd, Zach Mills, Nathan Turner. Good job for all those guys. Jesse Ellis and Jacob Brown anchor the outside.
6 different rushers tonight for the Wampus Cats just in this first period.
Final few seconds of this first period clock are running down. Second down. They'll fake the sweep that time. Braylon
Scott Pleasant
pressured, and now will throw into the end zone, and it will be incomplete.
And he had pillow, too. Had to get rid of that one quick, though.
Brings up third down. Third down and 5 in what's been a quick-moving first quarter. We've had no scores. We've had no timeouts. The changes of possession have happened quickly, and we've played 12 minutes, and to this point, no score.
I think Esther was his first option on that one. It was not there, so he didn't have time to get down to 2 and 3 options.
And Russellville's going to call a timeout. A second and a half to go, so we do get a timeout in the first quarter, and we'll take it right now. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Hi friends, this is Barney with Countryside Motors. Thank you for your business.
There's no score with a second and a half to play in the first quarter. We're glad that you're with us on Conway Corporation Channel 5. Next week, the Cats are at home against Bryant. That game is the biggest game of the year. And then a home playoff game will follow that. Will it be the following week, or will the Cats have a week off before they play that first home game? It all depends on what happens next Friday night, and we will have the broadcast for you. We have our replays, of course, on Saturday morning, on Thursday evenings, and anytime on demand. But next week, we need you out. We need you to put your blue on and come out and root on these Wampus Cats as they take on the Bryant Hornets on Friday night. All right, third down and 5. Billy Dawson called a timeout. Wanted to get his defense ready to go for what is a big play. And it's a handoff to McCall Dale. McCall inside the 10-yard line. The final play of the first quarter will result in a first down for the Wampus Cats, and they will have it first and goal. Will it be first and goal? It will be first and goal inside the 10-yard line when we come back. We'll take 60 seconds at the end of the first quarter, and we're back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Hello, I'm Jay Counts. At Legacy Fencing, our entire staff is knowledgeable and able to help you with your fencing project. Whether you call or drop by our office, the process will be smooth and continuous. One of our knowledgeable salespeople will meet with you and provide a free estimate. Your salesperson and our installers will meet with you to assure that your fencing plan is carried out. The end product, another satisfied customer, and the reason we are chosen best of the best again. Legacy Fencing. It's fencing for a lifetime.
Hey now, where you gonna go from here? I said, hey now, where you gonna go from here? I said, hey now, where you gonna go from here? I said, hey now.
Second quarter begins with the Wampus Cats having it first and goal inside the 10-yard line. McCall Dale, a nice run on third down, Jim.
He did, yep. And the Wampus Cats have had their way. They had their way at that whole first period, outgaining Russellville 124 yards to 48. Almost all of it coming on the ground, 106 yards on the ground. They've got to get some points on the board to show for it, though.
Braylon rolls and throws.
Got
Catch
it.
is made and a touchdown. 10-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Smith to Jack Pillow.
Like I said, they don't run it much, but when they do, it's open. Jack Pillow was wide open. They really bid on the run up the middle, and rightfully so. When you got a good run game, which Conway has, they really sold out on that run, and it left Jack wide open.
First touchdown catch of the year for the junior Jack Pillow. Christian Underwood's extra point makes the score 7-0 after one play in the second quarter. 11:55 to play in the second quarter. The Cats are up 7-0. Back in 30 seconds on Conway Corp Channel 5.
This is my home, and here's my hot water heater, located right above my living room. And here's the mess it made when it leaked. Really leaked. Kind of throws off the ambiance, don't you think? Well, I stayed calm and called the experts at All Clean Restoration, so here it is. My living room before the water damage, and my living room after. Or as I like to think, my living room before All Clean, my living room after All Clean. All Clean Restoration, proudly serving all of Arkansas.
Wampus Cats up 7-0. Jack Pillow scoring his first touchdown of the year. Braylon Smith hitting him with the 10-yard touchdown pass, and the Cats are up. Elsewhere in the 7A, 6A Central tonight, Bryant is leading Siloam Springs 10-0 in the first quarter. Their starting quarterback, Gunnar Burks, was hurt but is playing tonight, and that will be part of the storyline next week is his health for sure. Greenwood leading Catholic at War Memorial Stadium tonight, 13-0. And Alma on top of Van Buren, 7-0. Actually, an update there, Alma up 14-0 after one quarter of play over the Pointers, their I-40 neighbor. Here it's 7-0. The Wampus Cats are on top. Good pressure on the special teams there. Will Kennedy up to make the stop. Also in on the tackle was Tavion Penn. And Russellville has it 1st and 10. First time they've had the ball here in the second quarter. Cats defense played well a week ago, gave up 10 points.
Russellville only has 9 rushing yards in 4 attempts.
Folsom passes batted around. He was caught by one of his offensive linemen.
Calling it incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Russellville averaging 2.3 yards per rush. Passing not much better, 5.6 yards per pass. Cale Folsom 4 of 7, 39 yards.
He's got Jackson Hickey next to him. Folsom will keep. Falls down over the 30-yard line, down to the 32. Put it to 31, it'll be 3rd down.
Ellison Fletcher in on the tackle.
Cats defense have played really well on 3rd down tonight. Let's see how they handle this 3rd and 6. Pass complete. That's Caleb Stokes.
Oh, fumble.
Big hit comes in.
I think Russellville got that back. Let's see who comes out with it, though.
Well, the guys in blue think they got it. That was a huge hit.
Well, they may have it by now. Yeah, he had a great run. Did come up with it. Wow.
Stephen Beatty comes up with the fumble, but what a huge hit on Caleb Stokes. Knocked it loose at the 46-yard line.
He just got slowed down so much, got it from behind. He wasn't looking back there. Got hit hard.
So 3rd and 6 turns out to be a big play for Russellville. They're into Conway territory. Quick pass. Through the 44.
So Cats defense get another turnover. They just couldn't come up with it.
J.J. Jackson on the stop. Ryan Metter made the catch. Big Austin Norris, number 86, hands on his hips, leaning forward there. We'll move to his right. 2nd down and 7. Folsom will stand and throw.
Incomplete.
3rd down and 7 upcoming. He wanted Jackson Hickey.
He had him too, just a little bit low on that throw. Knew he had to get rid of it quick too. The pressure was coming. Defensive line sees that empty backfield. They just got their ears pinned back going for him.
Conway defeated Russellville last year 41-10. The only touchdown that Russellville scored was a touchdown catch by Jackson Hickey. The intended receiver there caught an 88-yard touchdown pass in the second half against the Wampus Cats. Here comes the pressure.
Full house blitz there.
Pass complete. Connor Maltby gets him up high. Will Kennedy had him down low. That's that guy again, Jackson Hickey, that we've been talking about. And it will be. Official's going to call for a measurement. He eyeballed it and thought about just making the call from the field there, but they'll bring the chains across. Mentioned earlier this connection between Billy Dawson and Coach Clint Ashcraft. Coach mentioned it in the coaches show prior to the game. If you missed it, Billy Dawson's father actually coached Coach Ashcraft's father, and they worked together at Arkansas Tech. They worked together at Siloam Springs. In fact, Coach Ashcraft went to Siloam Springs to be Coach Dawson's assistant, and when he left after a year, that became Coach Ashcraft's first head coaching job. And so these two have known each other for a very, very long time. Billy Dawson's had some great success in coaching, actually left the profession for a couple of years to go into the ministry. Now has been given the task of rebuilding a Russellville program that's been on hard times for a while. Jeff Holt, longtime coach, leaving at the end of last year. Billy Dawson taking over. Whistle comes in, or whistle's blown, and flags come in. .9:52 to play in the second. A false start against the Cyclones. 9:52 to play in the second quarter. Cats are up 7-0.
Not a whole lot of negative plays in this game. Conway will take that one, see if they can capitalize on it.
1st and 15. Option.
Behind him.
Pitch was behind him. Loose ball.
Wampus
Still
Cats got
loose.
it.
And this time the Cats do have it.
Mm-hmm.
That Datrion Macon.
Big old Macon got that one.
Big number 99. Great to see him back on the field and, of course, making a big play.
It's the second turnover that defense has got on this drive, or caused. They recovered that one. So they are picking up where they left off last week.
And Macon just got in there and outworked him.
Yeah, he did.
McCown should have had it. The ball was underneath him, and Macon got in there and pulled it away. Good job for Datrion Macon. Cats take over 1st and 10 at the 45. Smith to Marquise Pleasant. Marquise forced out of bounds.
Single coverage out there. That's easy pickings for Pleasant.
Josiah Woodard on the coverage. It's good to see tonight something that we've talked about a little bit on the air, but a lot off the air, and just us being guys watching football, has been Braylon's inability this year to consistently hit the open receiver. And passes that seem to be short too often. There's not really been a lot that have flown on him, but a lot of that have been short. Well, tonight it seems like his accuracy has been a lot more than what we've been used to seeing for 2 years. There was a penalty on the play. Flag came in, so that's going to negate that. But good to see that timing maybe being back, and just maybe the confidence that Braylon has played with his entire career, making those passes that are complete. Right. Following the penalty, it's a 10-yard loss, so it's 1st down and 20.
Definitely looks a lot sharper tonight. And, yeah, he's been throwing around 50% or worse percentage-wise, 3 or 4 tonight.
On the ground, Odom slung down at the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, they've been doing so good. The negative plays, though, will kill you. Been moving the ball all night. They've got themselves in a really deep, deep hole here.
2nd down and 25.
Don't have to get it all back at once.
Got Allen in single coverage over here with Woodard. On the ground, they'll try to pick up some of it there. Mark Odom carries to the 34-yard line. And it will be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 21. 8.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Cats are on top 7-0 against Russellville. Looking for back-to-back wins. Went over Catholic a week ago. Russellville looking to get 3 straight wins. Third and 21. Braylon will run. Step out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Live to see another day. Grayson Pinkett will come on and punt the football back over to Russellville.
Good defense from Russellville there.
Well, that one penalty backed him up
Yeah.
for 10 yards, what would have been a first down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the killer on that. And the rest of it's just good defense by Russellville.
Jack Pillow will snap the football back to Grayson Pinkett.
The first time, really, that Russellville actually stopped Conway, and it wasn't just a turnover on downs on a high snap.
Pinkett averaging 31.7 yards a punt. We'll get a great roll here. Lands at about the 30-yard line. We'll roll inside the 20. And that's where Russellville's going to take over 1st and 10. 8:01 to play in the first half. At Conway Corp, you can expect great local service from people you know and trust. We work hard to exceed your expectations every day because you're not just our customer, you're our neighbor. And just like you, we're proud to call Conway home. You can learn more at conwaycorp.com. 8:01 to play, first half. Cats are on top 7-0. Cold night, it's week 9. Cats at home tonight and next week against Bryant. Hickey with room to the 25-yard line. Good tackle by Nick Fletcher. Drops him at the 27.
They've held Russellville to a 1.7-yard average per rush, but picking up some good yardage there.
Folsom. Beatty was the intended receiver. Logan Camp there in coverage.
Folsom had some pressure coming up the middle. Delivers a strike there.
3rd down and a yard.
It might have been Fletcher came up and gave him a little hit.
Seven and a half to play in the first half. Folsom will give the ball to Hickey. He'll get enough for the first down. Brought down at the 32. And it's 1st and 10 for the Cyclones.
Ellis on the tackle.
Thinking back to all the great games that these teams have played, there was a time, remember, back more than 15 years ago, when there was also a pipeline between Conway and Russellville. There were a few pretty prominent Conway players that ended up playing for the Cyclones. That increased the intensity of this rivalry in the early days of our broadcasts of it. Peyton Ellis with a memorable run in the mud, carrying a defensive back about 20 yards down the field. Touchdown catch in the end zone in overtime. 2-point conversion play in the same game.
Yeah.
Just some great memories of what will be a rivalry that will be in the rearview mirror after tonight. Russellville and Conway playing their 90th game against each other, and at least for the foreseeable future, this one is going away. Folsom's pass, well, he had his receiver.
Yeah.
Metter was who he was looking for, dropped it. And it will be 3rd down and 10.
Joshua applying some pressure there. Still looked like it should have been caught.
I like the play of our defensive line. We've been dealing with some injuries, but between Cowan Green and Donald Joshua, Donovan Watson, Patreon Macon, of course, and then have you mentioned Austin Norris? Yeah, those guys I think have really played a nice job.
And a great rotation, and the coaches do a great job of getting those guys in, keeping them fresh, and when they're out there, they just bring it.
And that's going to cost them 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 15. Center forgot the count. That's the one player you really need to know it.
Well, yeah.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. We'll look at the scores from around the 7A, 6A Central, the current standings, and also a performance from the Conway High School Marching Band with a special guest during their halftime performance and a song that will be appropriate for this weekend. We'll have that for you as part of the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. That's something that I don't know that I've ever seen.
A wide receiver running a route before the ball snap.
And 5 yards down the field before he realized it. He was focused on a spot, and it had nothing to do with the other 10 Cyclones on the field.
It's okay to look at the ball.
So 3rd down and 20.
It was unusual. Both sides making some of their own mistakes. Conway with the hold and some high snaps.
Pressure on Folsom, and there's a face mask, it looked like. Is there a flag that comes in?
Or a horse collar, but they're not going to call either one of them.
I don't see a flag at all, so that's maybe a good break for the Wampus Cats. Yeah, let's see if
and maybe he had his jersey.
Let's assume he did.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it's 4th down and long, and the Wampus Cats are going to get the football back. Here's a replay of it. He did. Look at that.
Yeah.
Sure enough. Man, my eyes are bad.
No, that was close. I think he was going for the collar.
So 4th down and 28 in his own end zone. Knuckleball punt that's taken at midfield. That's DeMonte Allen. Allen breaks away. Gets away from Connor Malbia. To the 37-yard line. Pretty exciting little run there.
It was. It wasn't a huge return, but it was a great one.
We've played half of the second quarter. The Cats are on top 7-0. Watch this.
Just gutsy to even field that punt and get by that guy. Picks up another 10. Boy, if he could just find a lane right here.
McCall Dale will come on the field along with Braylon Smith in the backfield. 1st down and 10, a Conway Regional 1st down. Pleasant with that little sweep.
Well, they were pulling on his helmet, it looked like.
Inside the 35.
Not a huge return, but I really like the way that sets up, though.
Meshach Cole in the game, number 84. 5'11", 159-pound sophomore. A lot of sophomores seeing some time that they wouldn't normally have to see, but because of the injuries, that whole next man up mentality that's always been a part of this Clint Ashcraft-led program. Jordan Esther will get the sweep and go to the right. Good block out there by McCall Dale.
Boy, I like the way Esther's running.
Esther's quick, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. My goodness.
Planted that foot and was 5 yards down the field.
I hadn't seen him much this year, but he's putting on a little show tonight.
It's enough to move the chains inside the 25-yard line. A Conway Regional 1st down. 5:15 to play in the first half. Cats are up 7-0. Allen to the near side.
Now watch him go up the middle here. Yeah. All those sweeps are setting that up. If you can make those linebackers move a little bit, follow that receiver that's coming around, it opens it up the middle.
DJ Henson on the tackle of McCall Dale, right up the middle. Picked up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. Allen and Pleasant, the receivers. Pleasant in motion. The handoff to Marquise. And blocking.
A lot of room.
And everything in front of him into the end zone. A 22-yard touchdown run on that sweep that's been so effective tonight for Marquise Pleasant.
Oh, man, that was pretty. Monte Allen with a pancake block out there to free that, too. There were some other good blocks around that edge as well. And the run up the middle. I mean, you had the linebackers inside. They were not going outside that time. They don't know what to do. They are on their heels right now. Conway's got them a little confused. Great run by Pleasant.
Christian Underwood on to attempt the extra point. Brady Newman will hold. Jack Pillow will snap. And the Wampus Cats are on top 14-0 against the Russellville Cyclones. 4:22 to play in the first half. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Don't pump your own gas. Come to Central Station, a full-service gas station in downtown Conway. If you're looking for some great food, our kitchen is open from 7 to 2 on Monday through Friday. We have a relaxed atmosphere, and you can dine in with us or get it to go. Like us on Facebook to see our menu and daily specials. If you want a quick snack, stop by for an assortment of candies and chips and drinks. Your children will enjoy the firefighter decor, so come see us at Central Station.
4:22 to play in the first half. Cats are on top now, 14-0, Jim.
Yeah, just I love the little jet sweep thing they're doing. Marquise Pleasant with 3 rushes, 73 yards, averaging 24 yards a carry and a touchdown. And Odom, 7 carries, 39. Braylon, 4 carries, 23. Esther, 3 carries, 22 yards. Monte Allen, 3 carries, 14 yards. Dale had the one high snap that went over him, and that's hurt his average, but he's had 3 carries, minus 4 yards because of that, the bad snap.
Well, look at that special teams pursuit. Daniel Correa comes in and will get credit for the tackle, but you see Garrett Fusilier coming off the field, J.J. Jackson. Great look, Parker Teague. Great look for that special teams unit to get out there and make the stop on James Woods Jr., who was returning that Christian Underwood kick. So the ball's at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Just 4:14 to play in the first half.
Braylon Smith also very effective. I mean, they haven't relied on him a lot. 3 of 4, 28 yards and a touchdown. Defense also keeping Russellville off the boards.
Hickey taken down at midfield by Will Kennedy.
Giving up a big rush there. Russellville before that was averaging 1.6 yards a carry.
27 yards on the rush for Jackson Hickey.
And Hickey is definitely the big threat for them.
Folsom gives it back to Hickey.
You've got to wrap up on that guy. Yards after contact, killing them.
To the 41-yard line.
Looks like another first down.
Hickey's not big. He's 5'7", 160 pounds, but boy, he runs hard.
He does, yeah.
And he is the workhorse. 120 carries coming into the game. Second most is Kel Folsom, the quarterback, with 44 carries.
Hickey now 5 carries. Oh, stats is warning me off on it. Not set yet. 5 carries, 54 yards. Averaging 10 yards a carry.
About a half a yard short of the first down. 3 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the first half. Good crowd on hand tonight. Little rain in the area, but for the most part it's held off. A lot of Russellville fans made the trip over. Need a big crowd next week. Bryant will be here, and you know the Hornets travel well, and be a very, very important game. Cats with a chance to host a second-round playoff game. We've got to get to that next week. Cole McCown with another big run. Wampus Cat defense we had been bragging on.
Yeah, I know it.
Showing a couple of holes in there.
Definitely, especially on a play like that where it's second and 1, and you're pretty sure they're going to run it. Big hole up the middle and then some missed tackles.
Datron Macon and Austin Norris there in the middle.
And you can see the way the Conway safeties are playing. They're playing pass. So that you don't have them coming up to help.
McCown, short gain at second down. Sawyer Tomlin, Austin Norris. Coming up on the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Cats defense, important to hold here. You give up 7 late. That would definitely put some momentum to Russellville heading into the halftime locker room. Looking for it here with the pass. And it's complete. Touchdown.
Yeah.
19-yard touchdown pass. Caleb Stokes, his 10th touchdown reception of the year, and it's 14-6. Extra point coming.
That's just perfect throw. Right over Maltbia. Not much he could do. He couldn't even get back to see that coming. Just a perfect throw and catch. Good drive from Russellville. Conway hadn't been able to come up with turnovers and big stops on the drives before. Couldn't get it here.
Turner's still perfect on extra points this year, and it is 14-7. Conway leads. They'll get the football back with 2:55 to play in the first half. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-469-6 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
Wampus Cats lead 14-7. 2 big runs on that drive by the Russellville Cyclones. Moved the ball down the field pretty quickly.
Both coaches with a lot of good strategy in this game so far. Conway was winning that, but a great drive there as they spread out that Conway defense and had some big runs up the middle. And then right when you think they're going to run up the middle again, they take a shot to the outside. Just a perfect throw.
And look who's back deep to return this kick. That is number 40, Mark Odom.
That guy, I think he's up full speed. They eased him back.
Yep. Yeah, that is not something we've seen so far. It has been Pleasant and Allen returning kicks, but now Mark Odom back there deep.
Well, and they are back. They're out there. They're
right.
Just up a little shorter. So anything that comes short, you've got 3 guys back there that's a huge threat.
Turner's just going to pop it up. It's taken at the 35-yard line by Tanner Thone. Tanner will be dropped at the 39-yard line.
And Thone's done that before, just gutsy. He'll take that and get some yardage. Good field position for Conway.
So the Conway Regional first down at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Yeah, there's a host of weapons when you can put 3 guys back there who can return kicks like that, return punts, be able to use them as they've found different ways to do so.
I really like what our offense is doing, and you're right. They're utilizing their weapons, and they've got a lot back now with Odom really starting to click.
Pass complete to Marquise Pleasant. Boy, Marquise Pleasant plays as hard as anybody, not giving up, picks up a couple of extra yards.
Boy, he did, yeah.
Woodard on the stop.
If he just breaks one tackle, I'd hate to be that guy out there single covering on him. You make one mistake, he's gone.
Mark Odom can do that to you as well. Goodness. Mark Odom to the 41-yard line. It's enough. A Conway Regional first down. It is 1st and 10 Cats into Russellville territory.
Looked like he had 2 guys on his back, and then
sure
one guy
did.
just jumped on top of those guys. Finally, 3 guys were enough to bring him down.
He was a strong young man. 1st and 10. Low snap, still on the ground. Braylon pulls it up. Now he's going to throw. It's incomplete. Just got rid of it. 2nd down and 10. Had a chance to see Mark Odom and Braylon Smith and a number of the Wampus Cats at Ellen Smith Elementary School this morning. They were there as part of a reading day to the students at Ellen Smith. Saw a bunch of them that were there. Ryan Henderson, Sam Cloyd.
That's just great. And all those kids, look up to them.
Oh, goodness. They were all in their jerseys. Yeah, it was neat.
Setting an example. That's awesome to see and hear about.
Robert Sewell. No, I'm trying to remember who all was there, and I'm going to forget some.
Timing play there, just a little off.
Yeah, he threw it before Pleasant ever turned and just off a couple of yards. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, if the receiver doesn't go to the right spot, that it looks like a bad play. Just a little off on the timing there.
So 2:04 to go. 3rd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, you don't want to give the ball back to Russellville with any time left. So this is a tough call right here. Do you want to throw it or you want to run it, get that clock moving? Russellville with 2 timeouts, Conway with 3.
The play clock at 5. Cats rush to the line of scrimmage. Loose ball, it's still loose. They tried that sweep again.
Never had a handle on that ball.
Now, Cats are going to keep it, but it's 4th down. 1:47 and the clock's running. They'll get down below 1.5 minutes before they have to do something with it.
Yeah, they may get a timeout here and just take a shot.
So what are your thoughts on continuing to go back to that sweep? We haven't seen it all year. Now it's been obviously the go-to. It's resulted in a touchdown at one point, but it's also resulted in a...
Yeah, there's been mixed results on it. But I think overall it's been good, and obviously this is something they want to work on. So I think they keep doing it, and that's something you want to carry into Bryant next week.
Wampus Cats gathering around Coach Clint Ashcraft, talking to them. And again, we want to reiterate about the Bryant game next week. It will be here. It will be at John McConnell Stadium. And the stakes are the winner wins the blended 7A conference. And basically what that means, now Greenwood's going to win the conference. The 7A, 6A conference title is going to go to Greenwood. But the number 1 seed, as far as the 7A state tournament goes from the Central, is a huge prize this year because that means a home route all the way to the state championship. And it cycles through, so this only happens once every few years. And this is that year that it could happen, or it will happen, for whoever the number 1 seed is. The winner of next week's game between Conway and Bryant will get that number 1 seed and be home for as long as they keep winning. Now, the number 2 seed will have a home game the next week. But then if they win that, they'll have to go on the road against the number 1 team from the West, which is probably Springdale Harbor, which we've seen. And a road game up there will not be an easy task. So needless to say, next week is a very, very, very big game. We'd love to see a big crowd out to support these kids who have dealt with a tremendous amount of adversity this year. 4th down, and Grayson Pinkett gets the punt away. It bounces at the 25-yard line, out of bounds. And Russellville's going to have it. And, Jim, you talked about giving them some time, and they have. There's 1:24 to go.
Yeah, and we've seen they can strike quickly. There's been a lot of pressure on Grayson Pinkett when he's punting back there. He had to get that off quick. Forced it wasn't a great punt. It was pretty good for him. Not exactly what you'd want though.
But you're right. Just to get rid of it was a pretty good move.
Yeah. They were coming from either side.
1:24 to play in the first half. Conway 14, Russellville 7. That's Hickey. Close to the 30-yard line. Sawyer Tomlin comes off the pile. Datron Macon also. 1st and 10 at the 39. Or excuse me, 2nd down. And 6. Folsom throws. Big hit.
Maltbia coming in there.
Sure was. Connor Maltbia got Caleb Stokes. Made the touchdown catch earlier. It's 3rd down and short. 45 seconds to go. Folsom will throw on 3rd down. He throws incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 38.5 seconds to play in the first half.
See the center, Josh Bader, and Smith working on the snap on the sideline there. Had a couple miscues already.
So 4th down and a yard, and with the incomplete pass, that stops the clock, and Russellville is going to have to punt the ball away, so the Cats are actually going to get it back.
Kennedy back to receive the punt.
And a timeout called by Russellville. We will take one as well. 30 seconds, and we'll come back and wrap up the first half on Conway Corp, Channel 5.
How many people are killed in car crashes in Arkansas each year?
100 to 250.
300?
300 or 400? No clue.
About 500 people die annually. To reduce those deaths, what's an acceptable goal?
I think you should cut it in half, maybe.
No more than 100.
Fewer than 50.
How many deaths are acceptable for your family?
0. 0.
0.
0.
None.
None. Absolutely none.
Toward 0 deaths, 1 death is too many.
38.5 seconds to play in the first half. Wampus Cats look like they're going to get the football back here. It's 4th and 1, and Russellville going to be forced to punt.
Kennedy was back deep, but now we got Allen back there.
Along with Braden Leach.
Yeah, Braden Leach.
So Nate Turner is going to punt. And they're coming after him. Got real close, and the spiraling punt will go out of bounds. There'll be 30-plus seconds to play in the first half. You know, this Wampus Cat team has dealt with a tremendous amount of injuries and changes along the offensive line, including Sam Cloyd a couple of weeks ago being hurt, and his brother Thomas Cloyd had to take over his spot, moved over another slot. Thomas Cloyd has been a young man who has been used a lot so far this season in different spots, and now we see Thomas Cloyd on the sidelines. He is injured in some way, shape, or fashion and not on the field right now. Hand off to Mark Odom. Odom battling his way to midfield. To the 45, still on his feet.
23 seconds left. Great run there by Odom.
You mentioned earlier Josh Bader working with Braylon Smith on the snap on the sidelines. Thomas Cloyd had taken over for Bader as the starter. And now Bader back in, number 74. Playing center. Watch that story as the second half moves along. Braylon Smith. Pass is complete. Marquise Pleasant. Good move to get out of bounds. It stops the clock. Out of bounds the 33. 18.3 seconds to go.
Good execution so far by the Wampus Cats. Russellville not in a prevent defense, but they do have a safety deep. Conway with 3 timeouts still. So they running is an option here.
Throw all the way to the right side. I have to burn one of these timeouts here. The whistle came in. The ball was knocked loose, but whistle had blown.
And that's a first down, looks like. So
the clock will stop at that. So
yeah.
12.4 seconds to go. But you're right. They've got these timeouts. You can't take them with you. So, and they are going to use one here. 12.4 seconds to play in the first half. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Don't believe me, just watch. Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. You can't see it. It's electric. You gotta feel it.
Wampus Cat offensive line that has been a MASH unit all season long, it seems like, dealing with another injury. Thomas Cloyd injured. Josh Bader back in at center. Just a few seconds to play here. 12.4 seconds to play in the first half. Cats up 14-7. At halftime, again, want to remind you the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. We'll look at the scores from around the 7A, 6A Central, the standings. Get ready for next week. Obviously, Week 10 is always a huge week. A lot of teams jockeying for position as far as playoffs go. And we'll also have the performance of the Wampus Cat Marching Band and their special guest that will be on the field with them, and a song that's perfect for Halloween weekend. It's all coming up on the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. Braylon Smith in the pocket, pressured, throws.
Oh, just overthrew him. Braden Leach was wide open. Just missed him.
It's second down and 10.
Smith had to get rid of that. He had a lot of pressure on him. Yeah, time for one more play.
6.7 seconds.
If they can run something real quick on the sideline to give Underwood a shot at a field goal here,
Be looking at about a 45-yarder.
But I don't know if they have time to do that. 6.7 seconds left.
Quick out.
Oh, yeah, they do.
What a catch. Marquise Pleasant. Boy, he's got great hands.
Yeah, he does.
1.9 seconds to go, and they will send Christian Underwood on to attempt a field goal. Good
Perfect.
yardage and quick yardage.
Perfect execution. There was no margin for error there. Gave Underwood a good shot at this.
I don't know if I mentioned that Christian Underwood was another one of the Wampus Cats that was there this morning reading to the kids at Ellen Smith. Ball at the 21-yard line. It's a 31-yard field goal attempt. Final play of the first half. Good snap, good hold. Christian Underwood. Solid. We'll take those 3 points. Halftime from John McConnell Stadium, and our score, Conway 17, Russellville 7. We'll take 60 seconds and come back with the Conway Regional Health System halftime show on Conway Corp Channel 5.
When someone you love is in the hospital, you want to feel helpful. So you do what you can to make them feel better. And you want to ensure they have the best care possible. That's why you trust Conway Regional. We've invested $100 million in new facilities, services, and technologies to become the most complete and comprehensive healthcare system in our area. It's why we're consistently named the region's most preferred hospital. Conway Regional, our quality, your trust.
And is coming on the field.
When someone you love is in the hospital, you want to feel helpful. So you do what you can to make them feel better. And you want to ensure they have the best care possible. That's why you trust Conway Regional. We've invested $100 million in new facilities, services, and technologies to become the most complete and comprehensive healthcare system in our area. It's why we're consistently named the region's most preferred hospital. Conway Regional, our quality, your trust.
Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Kendrick with Conway Regional Health System. Conway Regional has been an important part of this community since 1938, providing excellent care with skill and compassion. But we're not just a hospital. Let me tell you about some of our fantastic facilities and services. Located off of College Avenue, just a few blocks down from the medical center, Conway Regional After Hours Clinic is equipped to handle a wide variety of problems for patients of all ages. If you need urgent care, and it's after work or on the weekend, the Conway Regional After Hours Clinic is open 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Conway Regional After Hours Clinic, your best option for after-hours care. Located on Robinson Avenue next to Laurel Park, the Conway Regional Rehabilitation Hospital is one of only 4 licensed inpatient rehab hospitals in the entire state. Patients are cared for by specially trained staff under the direction of an on-site physician who specializes in rehabilitation medicine. Conway Regional Rehab Hospital, your choice for comprehensive care to bring you one step closer to home. With 4 locations in Conway and Greenbrier, some with extended clinic hours, our dedicated team provides therapy services including physical, speech, and occupational therapy, aquatic therapy, cardiac rehabilitation, sports outreach, and pelvic floor rehabilitation. At Conway Regional, we are committed to providing all of our patients the highest quality of care.
We will feature the color guard in majorettes for both schools as the band performs Michael Jackson's 1982 smash hit, Thriller.
When someone you love is in the hospital, you want to feel helpful. So you do what you can to make them feel better. And you want to ensure they have the best care possible. That's why you trust Conway Regional. We've invested $100 million in new facilities, services, and technologies to become the most complete and comprehensive healthcare system in our area. It's why we're consistently named the region's most preferred hospital. Conway Regional, our quality, your trust.
Conway has the lead. You're watching the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. Let's take a look at the standings from the 7A, 6A Central as we go into week number 9. Greenwood at the top of the standings. They are unbeaten and they are winning tonight. We'll tell you about the scores here in just a moment. Bryan at 4-1, Alma and Conway both at 3-2. Van Buren winless in the 7A, 6A Central. Games around the state tonight for the 7A, 6A Central match up all of the 7A schools and the 6A schools. And so we'll look at those scores now. Bryant leading Siloam Springs 16-0. Greenwood leading Catholic tonight at War Memorial Stadium 28-7. Alma is on top of Van Buren 14-7, and here it is 17-7. Of course, Conway with the lead over the Russellville Cyclones. 17-7, the Cats are on top. Jim, let's take a look at some of the first half stats.
All right, Conway executed pretty well on offense. Just they had the 4 and out on the high snap. They ended up with 190 yards rushing and 61 passing, 251 total yards. Held Russellville to 77 yards on the ground and 95 through the air, and 172 total. The distribution is completely different than what we're used to seeing. Seeing a lot of receivers catching the ball. We have a lot of runners running the ball, and we have 6 different rushers with a minimum of 3 carries. The leader is Mark Odom, 9 carries, 64 yards. Marquise Pleasant, 3 carries, 73 yards and a touchdown. And Braylon Smith, 4 for 23. Jordan Esther coming in and contributing well right out from the start. 4 carries, 20 yards. And Monte Allen, 3 for 14. And Dale with some good carries too. 3 carries, got that high snap he had to recover, which was a big loss. So he has negative 4 yards. Braylon Smith, 7 of 11, 61 yards and a touchdown, and just great execution in that 2-minute offense at the end of the half there to get the field goal. And for Russellville, Folsom, we talked about how good he is, and he has been pretty darn good. 9 of 18. 95 yards and a touchdown. And Hickey, a weapon that we also know a lot about. He has 4 rushes, 59 yards, averaging almost 10 yards a carry. And he also has 4 receptions, 36 yards. Caleb Stokes, 4 receptions, 56 yards and a touchdown.
17-7 is our score at halftime. That's the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. When we come back, the third quarter as the teams make their way back on the field on Conway Corp Channel 5.
We started with education, powering technology, opportunity, ideas. Those ideas sparked many others, and they began to spread throughout Conway, gaining speed and momentum. We gained speed and momentum too, providing resources to support the ideas, and all of the ideas yet to come. There is progress here, connection, and we are a part of it all. So we move forward, outward, upward, constantly evolving to make even greater progress possible. How? With electricity that is so reliable, it has been recognized as one of the best in the nation. Fresh, clean water with advanced treatment facilities and a plan to continue supplying it for years to come. Telephone service our residents can count on. Digital cable television at home or on the go with more than 200 channels, plus video on demand and watch TV everywhere. High-speed internet that is so fast, everyone in your home can browse, shop, play games, and stream media at the same time. and 1 gig service in the Conway Data District, located downtown. It's all about anticipating future needs and racing ahead to meet them. Being committed to excellence, not just in one area, across every area. This is innovation. This is connection. This is Conway, home of thriving schools and colleges, festivals and events, business startups, and data giants. This is your home and ours. We're not just plugged into Conway. We are Conway. We are committed to this city, and all of us at Conway Corp are dedicated to providing excellent service to this community. We started with education and transformed everything. All for you. Powered by Conway Corp.
(17-7) as we get ready to begin the third quarter from John McConnell Stadium. Conway's got the lead over the Russellville Cyclones. 1 half of football to go here, and then next week playing for the #1 seed and the right to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs against Bryant. Tonight, the final game of a generations long
rivalry
that have played each other. Yeah, 67 straight years since 1949. Conway and Russellville have played each other. It comes to an end tonight, at least for the foreseeable future. So that run of 67 straight years coming to an end this evening. Cats on top by 10, and they have the football now to begin the third quarter. They obviously have seen enough tape on Marquise Pleasant and DeMonte Allen to know they don't want to put the ball in their hands. So these short kickoffs, getting the ball to the 39-yard line.
I like the adjustments by the coaches of bringing those guys up to field that. Our passing game was so quiet in the first half. I left these guys out, and it's a shame. I got to mention Jack Pillow, 2 receptions, 22 yards, and a touchdown, his first of the year. And Marquise Pleasant, 5 receptions, 39 yards.
Handoff to Mark Odom, first play of the third quarter. We mentioned the story that was developing during the first half. An offensive line continuing to deal with injuries. Thomas Cloyd was sitting on the edge of the bench at the end of the second quarter, and Josh Bader, who started the year as the starting center, was on the field for those last few plays of the first half, and he is on the field to begin the third quarter. So experience there with Josh Bader, but he had not been starting and playing the last couple of games. That sweep that has been effective tonight, not as effective there. Hold on to the football.
Yeah.
Marquise Pleasant taken down.
They were all over that. That's one he probably should have cut inside, trying to get to the outside. It was not there. Good adjustment there by Russellville, and that sweep. Get somebody upfield, give him, try to force him inside. He did not take the inside and paid the consequence there with loss.
Marquise Road on the stop. Third down, 14. Got to get just about to midfield to the 49-yard line for a first down. Braylon will look to throw. Pressured, throws. Once Marquise Pleasant, he goes up and makes the catch, but the ball sailed out of bounds, and so Marquise came down out of bounds, and it brings up fourth down. So not a good start offensively for the Cats in the third quarter.
Not at all. They did have Pleasant there, but couldn't get it out quick enough. Their timing just is still off a little bit, and that's a little bit concerning, especially for those guys. You know, Allen and Pleasant and Smith, they've all been playing together all season and off season, so you want to see them clicking better than what they are right now. The good part is rushing attack is good. Not so much on that series, but tonight as well.
Grayson Pinkett a little more time to punt the football away that time. Fair catch made at the 33-yard line by Jackson Hickey. And the Cyclones will have the ball here, 1st and 10. They had a nice drive in the second quarter, aided by a couple of long runs right up the middle. And then a nice pass play that resulted in the 7 points.
Yep, Caleb Stokes in that corner of the left end zone. The Cats have to know they're going to take another shot like that downfield. Got a little safety help right now.
Right up the middle again. That's Jackson Hickey. Hickey uses a stiff arm Will Kennedy trying to rip the ball out.
He did. That was a great job by Kennedy. Good speed there by Kennedy, too, just to catch him. Just a great play call, too, because you could see the Conway safeties. They were out wide. They were playing pass, and the middle was wide open. You have to get by one linebacker if you get by the defensive line, and they did. They killed Conway with that one. Hickey now with 108 yards on 7 carries.
1st and 10 at the 18. McCown.
And now Conway brings some people inside, and watch him take a shot in that corner. As I mentioned earlier, flag does come in. See what the call is. Face mask.
Number 86 on the defense. 5 yards.
Got Austin Norris for a face mask. 9:53 to play in the 3rd quarter. Conway got the ball to begin the 3rd quarter, but 3 and out. And now Russellville moving the ball down.
Well, you get in the middle there. It's probably inadvertent, but you're just trying to grab something because you got somebody blocking you and you're trying to make a tackle. You're grabbing whatever's there.
Well, they are running between the guards. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. It's 1st and goal now for the Cyclones.
Here comes Macon.
First and goal now from the 6-yard line.
Just don't let them get it up the middle.
Cole Folsom changing the play.
Held them to under 2 yards per carry earlier in the game. Russellville finding some holes now.
I think the ball came loose. 2nd down. The official is. So the ball did come loose, but it was recovered by the Cyclones. You think that there's got to be another shot at a turnover. A few times tonight that Russellville has recovered their own loose ball. Conway, of course, recovering 1. Datrion Macon with the fumble recovery in the 1st half.
Be a good place to get another one.
Absolutely. Cats leading by 10, but Russellville with momentum right now. Jackson Hickey next to Cole Folsom, number 3. Quick pass. Big hit by Cameron King.
He got sandwiched there.
It's Nick Fletcher, the other half of that sandwich.
Yep.
Ryan Metter, well, he is feeling that. Looked like a Woody doll being pulled up there from Toy Story.
Oh, that's funny.
The 2nd and goal. God, he was just a rag doll, right? It's a big hit from those two guys. 3rd down and goal. Interesting play call there. The success they've had running the ball, throw it on such short field. Metter in motion. 3rd and goal. Folsom, ball is tipped. That's Sawyer Tomlin that got there to get a hand on it. It's 4th down.
Tomlin with a great play. Couldn't get to the quarterback, but got his hands up. Great timing. Almost caused another turnover. And you're right. They were running the ball well. And then 2 straight passes, and they go out on downs there and hoping for a field goal. They've already missed 1 in this game.
Nate Turner on to attempt the field goal. 22-yard attempt.
Turner has a strong leg. Not the most accuracy, though.
Good this time, and it is 17-10 with 7:47 to play in the 3rd quarter. We will take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Hi friends, this is Barney with Countryside Motors. Thank you for your business.
17-10, the Wampus Cats have the lead over Russellville. Cats about to get the football back. Conway Corp has been powering the Conway community since 1929 and has been a partner in area schools for just as long. From providing student scholarships and teacher grants to bringing you Wampus Cat football, we're proud our roots are in education. You can learn more at conwaycorp.com. 7:47 to play in the third quarter. This last few minutes of the second quarter and now the start of the third, Cyclones, honestly, the Cats are probably lucky to just be up.
Yeah.
To be up 7.
Yeah, that was a victory right there. They got lucky with a missed field goal earlier in the game, and got lucky to hold that to just a field goal there, and it makes that field goal before half all the bigger. Still got that 7-point lead with that field goal.
Talked about the kickoffs tonight. This one goes a little deeper, and Mark Odom gets it at the 7-yard line. Odom to the 20. Odom
Flag.
to the 30.
Flag on the field.
Odom to midfield, but
Mark Odom doesn't know about that flag.
no. And even if he did, I don't know that it would matter.
No, he's not gonna
just
stop.
looking for people to run over.
That's true. It's usually a block in the back, and if so, that's going to negate a huge return. And that was a great kick, too.
Yes.
It was a position kick. There was a hole there, and he found it.
Call the block in the back on Jordan Esther.
Yeah. Tough break there. Great kick there, just right in the one hole there that Conway had. They'd moved up Allen and Pleasant and had Odom deep, but right in the middle of the field, and they put it right where none of them were. They regrouped and put together a great return, except for that block in the back. Just going to put them in a big hole.
Yeah, instead of being down around the 30 of Russellville, it's going to be inside their own 10. Put the ball down at the 7-yard line. Umbrellas starting to pop up around John McConnell Stadium as the rain begins. Wind picking up a little bit as well. Cats back on the field, and Thomas Cloyd is back on the field as well. Sophomore center who had come out of the game for a little while is back in. On the ground, a lot of room and a lot of speed. McCall Dale gives the Wampus Cats some breathing room out to the 37-yard line. A Conway Regional first down.
He has such a burst, so quick to get through there, and it looks like he's about to get caught, and then he just kicks it into another gear. What a great run, a great play call too. Good blocking right up there on that left side. Thought he had a hand on Dell, but he didn't.
First and 10. Smith, quick pass, complete. That's Jack Pillow again. Jack having his best game of the year. Enough for another Conway Regional first down at midfield.
Yeah, his third reception, having a great night. Might want to start covering him at some point.
Came into the game with 4 catches for 33 yards on the season. Just about doubled his catch output tonight.
That's making for a tough week of practice, and Bryant with all these new plays here with the sweep and throwing it the pillow out of the backfield there from that H-back position.
Paul Calley, the Bryant coach, with his 100th career victory last week. They celebrated that tonight. He'll get to put all that experience to work as he does prepare for these Wampus Cats. Flag comes in.
False start on Conway. Another flag came in late.
Yeah, that was unusual. It'll be first and 15.
I was thinking it was a second penalty, but I guess. Sideline warning, okay, it was. Okay.
So 6:51 to play in the third quarter. First and 15 for the Wampus Cats. Jordan Esther and Marquise Pleasant come to the side closest to us. DeMonte Allen on the top. Braylon's pass. A little too tall for Jordan Esther.
Good coverage there by Russellville. Looking for a little hole. They hadn't run that play a lot. Russellville was all over it.
Marquise Road in the coverage for the Cyclones.
It still looks like they have Pleasant and Allen on anything 5 yards out with ease because the defensive backs are playing 10 yards off of them.
Second down and 15. Dale. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, if he could have eluded one more tackle, he would have had some room there. Brought down a shoestring tackle.
3rd down and 13. Just about halfway through the 3rd quarter. Smith throws. Complete to Jordan Esther, out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It'll be short of a 1st down.
Might be enough to get them to go for it here on 4th down, though.
Got to get just about to the 39-yard line, so 4th and a good 2.
And they are thinking about it. They're going to do it.
McCall-Dale is on the field, so that's obviously the possibility of the Rhino package. We'll see if Braylon Smith goes out to the right, and he will not.
And you got the hard count here, too. You could just be trying to draw them off sides. Looks like they are going to go for it here, though.
Handoff to Dale, and McCall puts a shoulder down and gets the 1st down. A Conway Regional 1st down for the Wampus Cats. Move the chains, and the Cats will have it at the 37-yard line.
Great call right up the middle there. Dale found the hole and enough to get the 1st down. Gutsy call there, paid off.
Cats up 17-10. We'll give you some updates from those other 3 games going on in the conference as we move through the 3rd and 4th quarters here. Esther gets the handoff on the sweep. And he finds a lane. Jordan Esther inside the 25-yard line.
Esther running hard. Got the outside edge there, but then he was able to break some tackles and get some extra yards, enough for a 1st down.
Would have been nice to see that weapon used tonight. Good downfield blocking for the Cats.
Just good running, taking that inside and finding some yards.
Dorian Riley on the stop for the Cyclones. And it's a Conway Regional Health System 1st down. 5 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Clock running. McCall-Dale running to the 15-yard line.
Good 2nd half for Dale, picking up some good yards.
So 2nd down and 2. Ball at the 15-yard line. Cats are up by a touchdown. Braylon rolls. There he is, Jack Pello. Jack dives to the end zone. Flag comes in. Pello with his 4th catch of the night. Watch the white hat and see what the call is. Rain picking up.
Yeah, it looks like it was holding on Conway.
Yep, they're going to mark it back. All right, so I need the stats guy to tell me. The catch still counts, right?
Yeah,
he gets his 4th catch of the year, or the night.
Right.
Which doubles his output for the season so far.
Yes. Yeah.
Block in the back. So it's 2nd down and less than a yard. But a big night for Jack Pello. Good to see that as well. Lots of wrinkles in week number 9, and you said it. Well, it's given Paul Cali a lot to think about before next week's game to determine the number 1 seed. Dale. McCall pulling folks.
Got some offensive linemen helping him along there, too.
Jacob Brown, Thomas Cloyd.
Yep. Jacob Brown.
First down and goal for the Wampus Cats. Braylon checking his notes that are hanging there from his belt. First down and goal. Esther in motion. The pass.
Got him.
Complete Touchdown, second touchdown catch of the night for Jack Pillow. 5th reception of the night for Jack.
What a night for Jack Pillow.
And now he'll get the privilege of snapping the ball because he handles all the deep snap duties. Little jump pass there from Braylon. Jack pulled it in. Touchdown, Jack Pillow, and the Cats are on top 23-10.
Passing game is kind of quiet, but they are getting it done when they need to. Now Braylon 10 of 16, 2 touchdowns. Jack Pillow 5 receptions, 50 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Cats are on top 24-10 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the third quarter. We take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp, Channel 5.
Hello, I'm Jay Counts. At Legacy Fencing, our entire staff is knowledgeable and able to help you with your fencing project. Whether you call or drop by our office, the process will be smooth and continuous. One of our knowledgeable salespeople will meet with you and provide a free estimate. Your salesperson and our installers will meet with you to assure that your fencing plan is carried out. The end product, another satisfied customer, and the reason we are chosen best of the best again. Legacy Fencing. It's fencing for a lifetime.
4 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the third quarter. Cats on top here, 24-10. Elsewhere in the 7A, 6A Central, Bryant, next week's opponent, leading Siloam Springs 19-7 in the third quarter. Alma taking care of Van Buren 27-7. The Airedales have the lead. 3 minutes to play in the third there. And Greenwood on top of Catholic. The Bulldogs continue to roll. That game being played at War Memorial Stadium. Chances are good that they're going to be back there in a few weeks. Greenwood on top of Catholic 35-7 in the third quarter. 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter there. Jackson Hickey with the return of the kickoff following the touchdown, second touchdown of the night for Jack Pillow. And the ball is going to be down at the 37-yard line, and that's where Russellville has it, 1st and 10.
Good drive for that Wampus Cat offense. Responding. Defense just needs to do what they've been doing. Get some stops here. Get the turnovers. Got one in the first half. They need one here in the second.
.405 to play in the third. That's Hickey. They've had some success up the middle.
Mm-hmm. Conway getting a little better with that.
Datron Macon being helped up. Boy, you look at Cameron King, and that's just got to be awkward to play with. He broke his arm, broke his wrist a few weeks ago. Got that cast that he used to knock away a pass earlier.
I mean, what, you got a couple of pounds, it looks like, on one arm.
It looks
just
so
running. And the way he timed that knocking that ball away, the pass defense.
Yeah, I guess if you want to know what that's like, carry around one dumbbell.
Yeah, and try to run with it.
Right, and then do something with it. Folsom rolls left. He is pressured. He rolls right. Dump it off to Hickey.
Mm-hmm.
Good open field tackle. It's J.J. Jackson stepping up.
And that was just a great play by J.J. He had to fight off the block and then make the tackle. Defense with good discipline there, too. Everybody stayed home, did what they needed to.
So 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 41. Under 3 minutes to play in this third quarter. Cats showing blitz. Here he comes, Ontavious Ellis. And he got away from it. Folsom going to get enough for the first down.
Boy, yeah, and it was all on the edges there. Just a great decision by Folsom to go up the middle. No one was there to stop him.
So the ball out to the 49-yard line. It's 1st and 10. I love the way that they move Ellis around. Conway's always had a good linebacking core. That's Woodard. Will Kennedy trying to track him down, and he can't. Woodard to the 20.
JJ got a hand on him.
Did he get out of bounds? Nope, touchdown.
Nope. Wasn't enough to stop him.
51-yard touchdown run for Josiah Woodard.
What looked like they had him on the corner. Kennedy missed it, and then J.J. Jackson wasn't able to push him out. Couple of breakdowns there. You saw your Tomlin. He was in the backfield, had him going backwards at one point, which is exactly what you want to see. Just a lot of speed there to get out to that edge and then beat everybody on the Wampus Cats team down the sideline.
You see Woodard primarily on defense, but he will clearly run the ball on occasion. Blocked.
That could be a big play.
Eric Webster getting in there. Good to see Eric on special teams making a big play, and it is 24-16. 2:01 to play in quarter number 3. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Hey now, where you gonna go from here? I said, hey now, where you gonna go from here? I said, hey now, where you gonna go from here? I said, hey now.
2:01 to play in the third quarter, and Jim, you said it when it happened. That could turn out to be a very, very big play. Eric Webster getting in to block that extra point. Makes it 24-16.
And he has been so close all year. It seems like he's been inches away from blocking those. And that's a pretty good time to get one right there.
The kickoffs have been interesting tonight. Nate Turner has got plenty of leg. He can put it in the end zone easily. Instead, they've been these placement kicks.
See if they do that again, go for one of the corners.
That time just along the ground, and it's taken at the 15, or excuse me, the 25-yard line. It's Devontae Allen came up with it.
Mixing it up there.
Russellville, of course, with a nice recent history of some pretty talented kickers, including one who
yeah,
chance to play a little bit in the NFL, Zach Hawker. Ball's at the 34-yard line. Cats have it there, 1st and 10. Mark Odom will get the call, the tailback slot on this drive, or at least the start of this drive.
Mark with 10 carries, 68 yards to lead Conway.
The sweep to Marquise Pleasant.
Ooh, face mask. Where's the call?
Well, I guess he got him around the around the neck. It doesn't sound any better. But no flags came in. Ball at the 39-yard line, 5-yard gain.
Looked like his hand was
Watch
on his
this
face
tackle.
mask.
Right up underneath it. Got him airborne. Great job by our Channel 5 crew showing that replay. Giving it to you in slow motion. Jordan Esther in motion. Instead, the handoff is up the middle to Mark Odom, and Mark will move the pile. Wampus Cat.
He's still standing up.
I never went down. Whistle started, but Jesse Ellis coming up off the bottom of that pile. As the Wampus Cats were moving forward with their pile, you saw a Cyclone come flying in.
Second time we've seen that, where they leaped over on top of the pile.
Levi Gilbert, who handles all of our online presence during the course of the games, telling me that Jacob Brown, senior left tackle, was limping. He's still in the game, but that'll be another storyline to watch with this offensive line. Braylon will throw. Jack Pillow again. Pillow over midfield.
6th reception to lead Conway.
We'll keep feeding him.
Until they stop him, yep, keep throwing it.
Yeah, you can see Jacob Brown there, number 77, gingerly putting weight down on that right foot.
They blitzed on that, and they just missed Braylon. Great poise by the senior quarterback.
Jordan Esther and Marquise Pleasant at the top. A lot of open field here to the left. Odom.
Just hurdling people.
And another play where it ever really goes down. And the horn sounds to end the third quarter. Cats are on top 24-16, and it'll be second down and short when we come back. We'll take 60 seconds and be back at John McConnell Stadium on Conway Corp Channel 5.
This is my home. And here's my hot water heater, located right above my living room. And here's the mess it made when it leaked. Really leaked. Kind of throws off the ambiance, don't you think? Well, I stayed calm and called the experts at All Clean Restoration. So here it is, my living room before the water damage and my living room after. Or as I like to think, my living room before All Clean, my living room after All Clean. All Clean Restoration, proudly serving all of Arkansas.
Don't pump your own gas. Come to Central Station, a full-service gas station in downtown Conway. If you're looking for some great food, our kitchen is open from 7 to 2 on Monday through Friday. We have a relaxed atmosphere, and you can dine in with us or get it to go. Like us on Facebook to see our menu and daily specials. If you want a quick snack, stop by for an assortment of candies and chips and drinks. Your children will enjoy the firefighter decor, so come see us at Central Station.
And welcome back to John McConnell Stadium on the campus of Conway High School. It's Jeff and Jim with you as we begin quarter number 4. Cats on top 24-16, second down and short. Braylon will throw. Jack Pillow again. It'll be enough for a first down, a Conway Regional first down. Pillow now with 6 catches, 7 catches?
7, yeah.
It was easy to keep up with for a while.
That's a 7. Give you a yardage total here in a second.
Big night.
Jack with 7 receptions, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns.
We'll name a Conway Regional Health System player of the game at the end of the game, or we could do it now.
Right now. Yeah. Jack's in a running for sure.
Absolutely. Best game of his career. 11 and a half minutes to play. Esther in motion. Handoff.
Oop.
Inside the 30. Watch those legs of the offensive lineman.
Exactly. Hate to see that, getting it from behind like that.
Caldell on the carry. Bailey on the stop. Cats up 24-16 here. Greenwood leading Catholic 42-14 as they go to the fourth. Bryan on top of Siloam Springs 26-7, and Alma leading Van Buren 33-7. The other games in the 7A, 6A Central. Passes incomplete off the hands of DeMonte Allen.
Little high. Allen able to pull that one in.
Third down and 7. Cats are up 1 score. The missed extra point would make a touchdown and a 2-point conversion necessary to tie it.
Score here would help alleviate.
A whole lot. Yes, it would.
A lot of that possibilities of them tying it up.
Third down and 7. Braylon steps up and throws. Got him. That's Marquise Pleasant. Brought down at the 11-yard line. It's enough for a first down. A Conway Regional 1st and 10 now for the Cats.
Just a great route there as Marquise Pleasant gets underneath the cornerback there. He's got position, and Braylon just puts it right where his guy can get it. Not bad coverage, but just a perfect throw and good catch. Big first down for the Wampus Cats.
We've talked a little bit about the accuracy issues that we've seen with Braylon this year. We're not seeing them tonight. He is throwing the ball right on the money tonight. McCall Dale is going to be right on the money in the end zone. 11-yard touchdown run for McCall Dale. That is touchdown number 12 for the junior running back, McCall Dale.
What a great second half for Dale. And a good job by that line. There was just a big hole. I don't know if anybody touched him. Dale, once he got past the line, there's just a big hole. No one there to even touch him. Good drive for the Wampus Cats. That big third down conversion. Get a chance to extend that lead here.
Brady Newman will put it down for Christian Underwood. And the Wampus Cats extend the lead. They now are on top 31-16. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-4696 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
10 minutes and 42 seconds to play in the ball game, and the Cats extend their lead now up 31-16.
Jack Pillow huge on the night, 7 receptions, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Braylon doing nice, 14 of 21. We talked about the accuracy improving, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marquise Pleasant also having a good night. 5 rushes, 70 yards and a touchdown, and 6 receptions, 57 yards.
James Woods Jr. returns the ball past the 30-yard line. J.J. Jackson gets the stop on special teams, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Saw an interesting note from Robert Yates, the very talented high school football writer. Had this note a week ago that the victory for Conway over Catholic, that kept a pretty impressive streak alive for Coach Clint Ashcraft. He's never had a 3-game losing streak as a head coach.
Wow, that's
no
something
point.
good.
It's,
Never, huh?
No,
Okay.
It's unbelievable. And so last week, the Cats stopped that little 2-game losing streak that they had. They are playing really good football right now, leading 31-16, and great pursuit by the defense there.
Donald Joshua speared his way through there, made the initial contact, gave enough time for the rest of the defense to get back there. I think he had some room otherwise. Great play by Joshua.
Loss of 3 on the play. It's 2nd down and 13. Rain falling. Cold Friday night.
Caleb Stokes has been big for them. Number 14, 4 receptions, 56 yards, but they hadn't looked his way in a while. They do right now. No. Good coverage.
Pass complete to the 40-yard line. Metter will make the catch. Yeah, Stokes is who they go to, especially when it gets close to the end zone.
He was double covered that time. Good coverage. Will Kennedy and Maltby are both on top of him.
3rd down and a little more than a yard to go. There comes Will Kennedy off the edge. He was blitzing from the safety.
Safety blitz there.
Going to be enough for a 1st down. Cole McCown on the carry. I like that call defensively, though.
Yeah, and Will did a good job, too, of selling that he wasn't going to do it, and then he came in at the last minute.
So 1st and 10 Russellville at the 42. Folsom. Quick throw.
Uh-oh, he's got him.
Got him. Run out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Catch was made by Beatty. 9 minutes exactly to play. And Russellville still with some life.
Just good execution. You knew they were going to take a shot at some point. They picked the right matchup there. Stokes getting all the attention, double coverage over here. Go away from him and you got single coverage. Nothing up the middle there.
Absolutely nothing.
Norris.
Hickey tried, and Austin Norris and others, right?
Yeah.
Nick Fletcher getting tangled up with a couple of Cyclones. We mentioned the 7A, 6A Central scoreboard a few times. There is one score from the West that's worth mentioning. The Fayetteville Purple Bulldogs with a huge win over Rogers tonight, 63-10. Fayetteville with that win, 63 points on the board. 2nd down and 10. Folsom throws. Almost intercepted.
Kennedy had a shot at that.
Had a pick 6 a week ago, and he saw another one. 2 interceptions on the year for the sophomore.
He's still mad at himself. We got to shake that off. It is a little wet out there. Ball slippery.
3rd down and 9. Kennedy's going to be fun to watch the next 2 years.
Oh, my
Get
goodness.
Tons of experience and absolutely holding his own at the top level of high school football here.
Yeah, and all those sophomores on offensive line that he got into play too.
Yes. 3rd down, Folsom will pass. Nope, he'll run. Quarterback keep. He's going to get in. That's a good call. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the ball game, and Russellville's still in it.
Well, yeah, just the right call. There was nobody up the middle. And Russellville will not go away. And this, you do kind of sense Russellville from the past couple of years that it just gotten so, bad for them. And this year, this is kind of a different attitude over there, it seems like. They're definitely fighting hard. Hit the goalpost.
31-22, the Wampus Cats have the lead with 8:10 to play in the game. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
How many people are killed in car crashes in Arkansas each year?
100 to 250.
300?
300 or 400? No clue.
About 500 people die annually. To reduce those deaths, what's an acceptable goal?
I think you should cut it in half, maybe?
No more than 100.
Fewer than 50.
How many deaths are acceptable for your family?
0.
0.
0.
0.
None.
None. Absolutely none.
Toward 0 deaths. 1 death is too many.
Big miss on that extra point. It's 31-22, and Jim, we were talking about the football math of that.
Yeah.
And that's a great break for the Wampus Cats because
really
it
is.
keeps it at a 2-score game.
Yep. If they make that, they can get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie with that miss. They've got to have 2 scores now. So, yeah, a huge miss there.
8 minutes and 10 seconds. Rain falling and the scoreboard, or the clock on the scoreboard in favor of the Wampus Cats. You would imagine we're just going to see a steady diet of Mark Odom and McCall Dale here for a while, or those sweeps. They've been effective too, but just keep moving the ball and keep running the clock.
No turnovers.
Nate Turner will kick the ball and taken by Mark Odom at the 11-yard line. Odom. Good speed, trying to find the edge.
I don't like to see him go sideline to sideline. I want to see him going downfield. And they strung him out there.
So the Cats will have it right about the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. 8 minutes exactly to play in the game. Cats looking to improve to 5-4 on the season. 4-2 in conference play. Everything pointing to next week against Bryant, though. Winner of that game will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Loser has to play the next week in the first round of the playoffs, but at home at least. That's next week against Bryant. We'll have the broadcast for you. Marquise Pleasant makes the catch at the 25-yard line. James Woods Jr. throws him down at the 37. Marquise with those strong hands holds on to the football. They'll move the chains. It's a Conway Regional 1st down.
You just kind of got the feeling they could do that all night with a single coverage, as effective as the run game's been tonight. 282 yards on the ground. They could do what they wanted to out there. But you definitely want to keep the clock going. Don't help them out by any drop passes or missed throws. Dale with a big run up the middle.
To the 42-yard line, McCall Dale. That's exactly what you want. Pick up 9 yards or so. Let the clock continue to run.
I love the balance that the coaching staff does with Dale and Odom. They mix it up pretty well. That was Dale's 11th carry, Odom with 12. Both pretty close, too, in yards. Odom with 79 and Dale with 70.
2nd and short. Marquise Pleasant bobbles it and drops it. So it's 2nd down and a yard. You're up by 2 scores. choose to go to the air. Stops the clock with 7:08.
Yeah, it's a risky call there. If you think you got the matchup, it's good. And if Pleasant holds on, it's a great call.
Absolutely.
You know, but
boy, that's sports, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's easy for us to sit up here and go,
right.
What was the thought there? But you're right.
Yeah.
The ball gets pulled down. You're like, oh, well, that's why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we watch. 31-22, third down and short. Quarterback keep. Braylon kicking it outside, inside the 45-yard line. That'll be enough for a Conway Regional first down. Clock stops with 7:02 to go.
Just such a smart runner now. It's great seeing him as a senior pull that down, and as a sophomore, he's coming off the knee injury, and we finally see him now, fully healthy and feeling good. And just the decision, when he went down was the right time to go down, and he didn't go down until after he'd picked up all the yards he could.
Well, we've been doing this for a long time. This is our 15th season of watching the Wampus Cats play, and it's Braylon is definitely one of those young men and those players that when we look back years and years from now, we'll remember watching 3 play and the way that he has handled himself and led this team to so many victories over 3 years, and 6.5 minutes away from hopefully another one tonight against the Russellville Cyclones. Timeout on the field. Cats couldn't get their act together exactly like they wanted, so Braylon shrugged his shoulders and called timeout. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Don't believe me, just watch. Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. You can't see it. It's electric. You gotta feel it.
31-22, the Cats are on top here. Timeout on the field. Alma leading Van Buren 33-14. Less than 2 minutes to play there. Alma's going to get that victory. Bryant leading Siloam Springs 33-7. Greenwood on top of Catholic 42-21. Next week, everybody matches up. The 2 7A schools, or the 4 7A schools, play in those 2 games. The 4 6A schools play in those. And then next year, that's no longer a concern as the blended conference goes away. And fans and broadcasters
I'm happy
around the state are cheering for that. Be a whole lot easier to understand everything. We understand this, and that's a DeMonte Allen big run. And if Bryant doesn't pay attention to those plays, that's exactly what you'll see next week as well. A lot of success running that play tonight.
Now I think it's getting smoother and smoother too. Some snap issues there in the first half, but it's looking a lot better.
Thomas Cloyd, and it's worth mentioning again, number 70 is a sophomore. When the first depth chart came out this year, he was actually listed as the backup to the left guard, to Zach Mills. Then he had to move to the starting right guard, and then he moved to the starting center. He has handled it all very, very well. McCall Dale inside the 25-yard line.
Just such power. That was 5-6 yards after contact.
The clock runs. We'll be under 6 minutes when the next play happens. Final score from Alma and Van Buren. The Airedales get the win. Pointers' frustrating season continues, 33-14. Alma gets that victory. The Alma squad had lost 35-7 a week ago to this Russellville team.
Looked great against us, getting the win, and then, yeah, got destroyed by Russellville.
Incomplete pass. It will be 3rd down and 3. We've seen some of the better 6A schools this year, including Jonesboro. And this Russellville team had actually worked their way all the way up to number 6 ranking in the 6A, according to Hootens and Fearless Friday both. Out of the 16 teams that play in the 6A, they'd ranked 6th.
Now, what Russellville's got to work on is winning on the road, something they haven't done this season.
On the ground, that is McCall Dale. Needed 3 yards, got more than that. The Conway Regional first down, move the chains, and the Cats will keep the ball with 5:48 to play.
Dale now 13 carries, 83 yards. You take away the negative play, and he's up around 100.
Unless he's got a huge game next week, he won't quite get to 1,000 yards. But what an incredible start to a career for McCall Dale as a junior. Came in when Mark Odom was injured and took over that role, he along with Shamar Harper.
Yeah, Harper got injured, and he has been tremendous.
Boy, look at the speed by DeMonte Allen. Spins inside the 5-yard line. Jesse Ellis helps him up. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Wampus Cats inside the 1-yard line. Watch this burst.
It's just, it's like a punt return for him. Great job.
Boy, it's chewing up yards.
Look at the Russellville defenders. It's like they're moving in slow motion.
Nathan Turner thought he was in, had his arms up. 1st and goal. 5 minutes to play in the game. Giving it back to Dale.
Yep, he needs to get that reward.
Into the end zone. 13th touchdown on the ground for McCall Dale this season, and the Cats extend the lead. Just under 5 minutes to play. It's 37-22.
Dale has been the workhorse on this drive in the second half. Deserves that one. Running into Jack Pillow there, knocking him through the end zone. Great run. Great drive, though, for those Wampus Cats, too, putting this away. It was already a 2-score game. They put a little icing on the cake here.
Brady Newman got it down, but it was a low snap and wet conditions that we're dealing with now. More rain coming in, rain falling harder. And so it will remain a 15-point game, 37-22. We take 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Hi friends, this is Barney with Countryside Motors. Thank you for your business.
.4:59 to play in the game, and the Conway Wampus Cats are on top 37-22. Conway Corp is proud to be recognized as a reliable public power provider by the American Public Power Association for consistently providing Conway residents with the highest degree of reliable and safe electric service. You deserve the very best, and we're here to provide it. Learn more at conwaycorp.com. Christian Underwood to provide the kickoff, taken inside the 5-yard line by Russellville. That's their workhorse, Jackson Hickey. And Garrett Fusilier and Daniel Correa are going to bring him down.
Great coverage. Nowhere for him to go.
Cats up 15 with under 5 minutes to play. Mentioned the story earlier in the game if you missed it. Very interesting connection between the head coaches in this one. Billy Dawson, head coach for Russellville, and Clint Ashcraft, of course, the coach for the Conway Wampus Cats. They coached together at Arkansas Tech for a while, and then they coached. Billy Dawson was the head coach at Siloam Springs when pick. We'll continue that story in a moment. Will Kennedy gets tripped up inside the 5-yard line. Was looking for back-to-back weeks of a pick six. Couldn't quite get in.
Boy, he wanted it.
3rd interception on the season for the sophomore Will Kennedy.
Great interception there. They had to go low to get that in wet conditions. Great interception and return. See him pick it up. He's smelling end zone here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's thinking, I'm going to do it again. Ball came loose. Cameron King on it quickly. But it's 1st and goal for the Wampus Cats. Braylon Smith. He's on. Shamar Harper is on. Shamar runs
so close
right to the middle, and he's going to be short. It'll be 2nd and goal. At the 1-yard line, 2nd and goal.
The 7th ball carrier tonight for the Wampus Cats.
Just to finish the story quickly, Billy Dawson was hired as the head coach at Siloam Springs, and he took Coach Ashcraft with him to be an assistant. And then Coach Ashcraft took over there before coming to Conway. And an even deeper connection. Shamar Harper into the end zone for a touchdown.
Just a great job. That offensive line opened up a big hole for him. He had a full head of steam. There was no stopping Shamar Harper.
43-22. The Cats are on top and putting this one away. While they're giving me a second to finish the story, Coach Dawson's father coached Coach Ashcraft's father when he was in high school. So just deep connections between these two coaching staffs, and a great end to what's been such a generational long rivalry, multi-generational rivalry. 67 straight years these two squads have played each other. 90th meeting overall. And it looks like the 90th and final meeting for a while. It's going to go the way of the Wampus Cats on top. 44-22 with 4:09 to play. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Hello, I'm Jay Counts. At Legacy Fencing, our entire staff is knowledgeable and able to help you with your fencing project. Whether you call or drop by our office, the process will be smooth and continuous. One of our knowledgeable salespeople will meet with you and provide a free estimate. Your salesperson and our installers will meet with you to assure that your fencing plan is carried out. The end product, another satisfied customer, and the reason we are chosen best of the best again. Legacy Fencing. It's fencing for a lifetime.
4 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the game. It is a cold Friday night. It is a rainy Friday night, and the fans that are here, many of them are choosing to head home. Cats are on top now, 44-22, extending that lead out. And it looks like they are going to get win number 5. And in this rivalry between these two teams, these two schools, right now Conway leads the overall series 54-30-5. And 4 minutes away from win number 55 in the series against the Cyclones.
Good to get the win in that last game in this series for a while at least.
Well, and you talked about it in the pregame show. It's great to get that, and that's for those of us who make a little living doing this. We get to talk about it. But for those 11 kids on the field at a time wearing blue, what's more important than the win in the 90th game of this series is win number 9 in week number 9 of this year, leading into week number 10, and the momentum that they're going to be able to build off from this.
Yeah, and just I think it's just been one of the best games for the offense. Just balanced. When they wanted to run, they ran. When they needed to pass, they've been able to pass. Just a complete game for that offensive unit.
Well, the way this defense is bouncing around too, Donald Joshua there.
Yeah, the defense has given up a little bit tonight, and that's the only thing they need to work on. But they're still getting those turnovers, which is huge, and that's becoming a trademark of this Wampus Cat defense.
Will Kennedy on the last drive with his 3rd interception of the year. Cats have doubled up Russellville.
Making with a fumble recovery in the first half.
2nd down and 13. Caleb Stokes is going to meet everybody wearing blue. Look at that. Wow.
He just barely held on to that ball. Was able to secure it right before contact got there.
It is 3rd down.
Stokes' 5th reception. Got that touchdown in the first half for them.
Four wideouts. Folsom throws. Stokes drops it.
Yeah, can hold on.
And it is 4th down and 4. 4th down and 3 officially.
Won't be on the defense.
Been a fun night to be a Wampus Cat. Urging you to come out on Friday night next week against Bryant, week 10. Friday night, November 6th. Number 1 seed and home field throughout the playoffs on the line. Folsom's throw is complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down. We'll move the chains. Greenwood's taking care of Catholic down at War Memorial Stadium, 42-21, so they're 9-0. And Bryant less than a minute away from taking care of Siloam Springs on top, 33-14. Cats taking care of Russellville here, 42-22. Folsom slings it out. Big hit just as the catch is made.
How does he hold on to that? That was a big hit. Now the defensive back's just playing off of them. And if they throw it short, they're going to get hit like that.
2nd down and 6. It was Metter on the catch. 2 minutes to play. Cats are going to win this one, leading 44-22. Folsom's pass. Catch made by Caleb Stokes and Logan Camp on the stop.
Give him a good spot there. Forward progress. Close to a 1st down. You have to signal what it's going to be here.
They'll put the ball just outside the 45. 3rd down and short. 90 seconds to play. Hand off. A lot of room to run.
Oh, and he fumbled.
Loose ball. Another turnover. Just fall on it, fellas.
Yeah, there was thoughts of picking it up, but they got on it.
Another turnover, fumble recoveries, interceptions. And, Jim, you said it. It's kind of become the calling card for this team.
It is.
This defense, which they would admit, they were having a rough go of things for a few weeks there. That is just not the case now. They are playing great football at the end of the season, which is exactly what you want.
Well, they give up some, but these turnovers, that's the big difference.
Nick Fletcher, his 3rd fumble recovery of the year. 1:19 to go. Next week against Bryant, also senior night. Huge night next week. Band will do their senior night activities. The tradition with the hats, it's always so much fun to see what they come up with. And also honoring all these seniors, the ones whose names you know and you get used to watching every Friday night. And there may be some that you don't know, some names of some seniors that you don't know as well. And they practice, and they've been a part of this program. And maybe they don't get as much time on the field, but it'll be fun to honor them next week in what's going to be a very, very big game. Grayson Pinkett on the field.
Yep.
Take the final few snaps. Zan Thomas on the carry. And 1 minute to play.
Well, it's a good game if you get these guys in here. Zane Thomas with the carry.
45 seconds to go. And the end of this rivalry. Put it to bed for a while, and the Wampus Cats are going to have the 55 to 30 to 5 advantage, including winning the last 6. And that's going to do it. No reason to snap the ball. Conway's going to get the victory. Final score is going to be 44-22. The Cats with the win will improve to 5-4 overall, 4-2 in conference play. Russellville is going to drop to 3-6 overall and 2-4 in the 7A, 6A Central. These two coaches that have known each other for so long, Billy Dawson and Clint Ashcraft, will meet at midfield along with their teams, and the Wampus Cats will celebrate the victory. We'll take 30 seconds and come back and have our wrap-up show and name our Conway Regional Health System Player of the Game. That's coming up on Conway Corp Channel 5.
When someone you love is in the hospital, you want to feel helpful. So you do what you can to make them feel better. And you want to ensure they have the best care possible. That's why you trust Conway Regional. We've invested $100 million in new facilities, services, and technologies to become the most complete and comprehensive healthcare system in our area. It's why we're consistently named the region's most preferred hospital. Conway Regional, our quality, your trust.
The Conway Regional postgame show now, 44-22. Conway gets the victory over Russellville. Good win tonight for the Wampus Cats. Looking forward to the game against Bryant next week. And our Conway Regional Health System Player of the Game, Jim?
Jack Pillow got it tonight. The guy that was started out as a tight end and they had to move him to H-back, and he has performed well all season. Tonight he got to show out a little bit with the 2 touchdowns, 7 receptions, 71 yards. Just a great night for Jack.
A couple of number 15s that are on this team. That's the other number 15 you see there, Jack Pillow, the player of the game. The Conway Regional Player of the Game is in the line right now, shaking hands with the Russellville Cyclones, and all the Wampus Cats will make their way down around that number 15. There you see Jack right there next to Donovan Watson. Congratulations to Jack Pello, tonight's Conway Regional Health System Player of the Game. The Cats get the victory, 44-22. Jim, some of those stats that stand out to you.
Yep. Conway with 28 first downs, held Russellville to 18. Got it done on the ground tonight. 348 yards, only 156 yards of the air, but it was very efficient. 15 of 24 was Braylon. 500 yards of offense, 504 yards of offense.
Wow. For
Conway. Dale, 14 carries, 84 yards, and there was a 16-yard loss, so he was right at 100 yards to take out that high snap. 2 touchdowns for him. Odom, 12 carries, 79 yards. Marquise Pleasant, 5 carries, 70 yards and a touchdown. Monte Allen, 7 carries, 44 yards. And receiving, Marquise Pleasant had a good night too. Catching the ball, 7 receptions, 75 yards. Jordan Esther had a nice night as well. 1 reception, 10 yards. And for Russellville, Folsom, 16 of 29, 170 yards, a touchdown and an interception. And Caleb Stokes, 6 receptions, 71 yards and a touchdown. Jackson Hickey went over 100 yards, 11 rushes, 106 yards. And Jeff, also got to give a plug to the Conway Cats, 7- and 8-year-old football team from Conway. They play in the championship game Saturday, as you watch this on Saturday, and they have not been scored on all year. All year. So they're hoping to finish it off tomorrow with a championship.
Absolutely. So if you're watching this rebroadcast at 11 o'clock, there may be time if the game.
It's at 1 o'clock at Maumelle.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Check out the future Wampus Cats, the Conway Cats, 7- and 8-year-old team. Well, congratulations to these Wampus Cats. Huge win tonight, 44-22, getting the victory and setting up next week's game against Bryant. And what it really sets up is the momentum that they're going to carry into next week. Again, that game is for the #1 seed from the 7A Central, and this is the year you want it. Home field throughout the state tournament. If you get the victory next week, and either Bryant or Conway will, we'd love to see you out here rooting on the Wampus Cats and then watching our rebroadcast of the game. We do them on Saturday mornings at 11, Thursday evenings at 8, and then anytime on demand on Conway Corporation Video on Demand. Coach Ashcraft, it'll be fun to talk to him on Thursday next week as they prepare for that game against Bryant. We've always got the coaches show for you prior to the game, so we will do that next week as well. Congratulations, Cats. Great win, 44-22 for Jim Files and Stats, Scott Taylor and Levi Gilbert and our entire Channel 5 crew, and a great job tonight by them as always. I'm Jeff Matthews. Thank you for watching. Conway gets the victory on Conway Corp Channel 5.